Right now at 5, the polls are still open for today's spring primary election.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozorowski. We have got a lot of news to get to on this election day, but hovering over this region is the first of a couple winter storm systems making its way over. So let's first check in this evening with Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl, who is tracking it all. Good evening, Bill.
Good evening. Yeah, still watching those two distinct rounds of snow, and the first one has just started impacting the La Crosse area with some light snow at this time. But again, we showed this 24 hours ago, the real estate that this wintry weather is impacting all across the country. And in our neck of the woods, pretty much everyone now under a winter storm warning. There's a winter weather advisory in effect for tonight, but if anything, it's just kind of confusing. So I'm just going to kind of blanket this with a winter storm warning, even an ice storm warning south of Prairie du Chien, and a blizzard warning near and west of the Twin Cities and I-35. But the main round of snow, again, the heaviest round will be later tomorrow into tomorrow night, but tonight, kind of a preview of what's to come. Light snow falling here in downtown La Crosse, and you can see on radar the light blues indicating light snow. Where you see those darker blues, some brief pockets of moderate snow. You can see one just north of La Crosse up towards the Onalaska and Holmen areas, and some heavier snow up near Baldwin, Lakeville, Minnesota as well. And there's plenty of moisture where this came from, as we'll see kind of this banding of light to moderate snow overnight tonight. Current temperatures in the teens and 20s, so it's going to be kind of a fluffy snow tonight. Periods of snow a bit breezy with steady or slowly rising temperatures. Lows probably where we're at about right now, 23 degrees. So a couple inches of snow tonight, and again, many more inches later tomorrow into tomorrow night. I'll sort out some of those details with my 8-day forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks very much, Bill. And with that snowfall impending, the city of La Crosse is declaring a snow emergency. That means alternate side parking will be in effect starting tonight at 6 p.m. On odd-numbered calendar days, park overnight on the side of streets with odd-numbered addresses. And then on even-numbered days, park on the even side of streets. And this emergency is set to expire on Friday, but could be extended by the city if needed. Meantime, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has declared a statewide emergency due to the snowfall. Governor Walz's executive order will bring National Guard help to the hardest hit areas in the state. The extra resources will help those who may lose power, get stranded in cars, and give local emergency responders some backup. All right, today is the spring primary election in Wisconsin, and you still have a few hours to get those votes in. Polls across the state open until 8 p.m. this evening. Make sure you bring a photo ID with you to vote. All Wisconsin voters are voting for state Supreme Court candidates this time around. 4 candidates on the ballot today. Their names on the screen there. Only 2 will advance to the general election in April. It's a significant race. Conservative-leaning Justice Patience Roggensack is retiring, and her successor will determine whether or not the state Supreme Court flips to a 4-3 liberal majority or remains majority conservative. And the conservative candidates are former Justice Dan Kelly and Waukesha Circuit Judge Jennifer Dorow. The liberal-leaning candidates, Dane County Judge Everett Mitchell and Milwaukee County Judge Janet Protasewicz. And voters on the north side of La Crosse will be selecting who they want to nominate for District 2's City Council position. The spot currently held by Scott Neumeister, whose term is expiring this year. Harry J. Olson Center Director Aaron Goggin is running to fill that seat, as are local businessmen Michael Davis and Jace Lippert. The spring primary is a big day for Wisconsin clerks and election workers as well. News 8 Now's Emily Haugen joins us live at Black River Beach Community Center, where voters are making their voices heard. Good evening, Emily.
Hi, Ken. Turnout is typically pretty low for spring primaries. Last year, the whole of La Crosse County saw about a 16% turnout. Here, they're seeing a pretty good, steady flow. They're telling me it's about 400 votes in so far. So there are a few things that could be driving the voters here. A La Crosse School Board primary could be a big pull for some of the voters. There are 9 candidates, and voters can each choose up to 4. So they're going to narrow that 9 down to 8. District 2 voters are also narrowing down La Crosse City Council candidates, as Ken had mentioned earlier. And there's also, of course, the state Supreme Court, where voters can pick one of the 4 candidates on there. So all of those are narrowing down candidates for April. So it's super important to make your voice heard, as these voters are. Now we're seeing a little more of a flow than we did earlier in here. But again, it's not too late to get your voice out there. Their polls are open for about 3 more hours. And if you'd like to vote, you just need to bring your ID. If you need to register still, you can register on site in Wisconsin, which is very awesome. You can bring your ID and proof of residence. So that's all you need to do. Back to you, Ken.
All right. Thanks very much, Emily. And you can find more information about where you can vote, what's on the ballot, at myvote.wi.gov. In the meantime, the school district of La Crosse's latest referendum, well, that won't be on your ballot now. It'll be on the April 4th election. If it passes, the 2018 operational referendum will be extended an additional 6 years. The district will be hosting a number of informational sessions ahead of that general election, the first of which coming tomorrow night at Longfellow Middle. All community members are invited to attend to learn more about that referendum. We've posted more information on news8000.com. A gunshot fired outside of a polling site in the village of Brooklyn delayed voting for about an hour and a half. A 75-year-old man was arrested as a possible suspect. He has not been charged yet. Some voters were not able to cast their ballot after police arrived to the polling place. The village asked for a court order to extend voting hours by 90 minutes. Elections officials moved the polling site to a backup location where voting will continue until polls close at 8. The director for Great Rivers Hub presented to White House cabinet officials on how her organization is putting pandemic relief dollars to good use. Lindsay Pearl says the Hub program addresses health inequities across the community, and she says Great Rivers United Way has used ARPA dollars to build a community health worker workforce who helped connect community members to healthcare resources.
Anybody who's had maybe lived experience, again, is from community and is passionate about helping their community members connect, navigate resources, and improve their health.
A lot of local recruiting for that. She says they're different from a case manager, social worker, or nurse. They're actually going into the homes and meeting community members where they're at. She says her organization will use the next couple of months to assess public needs because the Biden administration is ending the public health emergency designation by this spring. The city of La Crosse is asking for the public's input on its plans to adjust the action plan. The city wants public comments on the plan to expand community block grant programs that invest in affordable housing projects. The adjusted plans include using over $1 million of federal pandemic relief money to develop more affordable housing units and supportive services. The city will host a public hearing tomorrow at 3 p.m. during the Economic and Community Development Commission meeting. People can attend in person or by Zoom. The public comment period runs through March 6th of this year. We've got that Zoom link and the site to submit your public comments posted on news8000.com. The Supreme Court heard arguments in the first of 2 cases this week taking aim at the broad protections afforded to tech companies. At issue, whether they can be held liable for content their users post. As CBS's Nicole D'Antonio reports, the outcome in the High Court could affect the entire internet.
Tuesday's case, Gonzalez vs. Google, was brought by grieving parents whose daughter was killed in the Paris terror attacks in 2015. They sued YouTube for posting ISIS content.
The claim here is about the encouragement of users to go look at particular content.
It's the first of 2 cases this week taking aim at 26 words in a nearly 30-year-old law known as the Communications Decency Act. It offers tech companies broad protection against litigation over third-party content.
The internet would have never gotten off the ground if anybody could sue every time.
Dominating the conversation, algorithms, which recommend similar web content based on user preferences.
Everybody is trying their best to figure out how this statute applies. The statute, which was a pre-algorithm statute, applies in a post-algorithm world.
The High Court also enjoyed a laugh at its own expense.
You know, these are not like the 9 greatest experts on the internet.
All kidding aside, a narrow ruling from the High Court could change the way people use the internet.
If they were to say, you know, any targeted content, any personalized content is not covered by 230, then you'll probably see less personalization, and you'll see probably back to, if you remember, Facebook from the mid-2000s, where it's reverse chronological and nothing's prioritized.
Rulings in both cases are expected by the end of June. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, the Supreme Court.
And still to come on News 8 now at 5, top in the nation. The La Crosse area is in the top 10 for most affordable housing markets.
Founded on hard work, dedication, respect, and integrity, we at Maxwell White understand the importance of home comfort. Maxwell White strives to provide our customers with a positive experience every time. Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
When your back pain is your foot's fault. This is Dean's story.
I had back pain, and I honestly didn't know where to go.
Until a friend suggested the Good Feet store.
She had to explain to me the feet are connected to the back.
And get this.
As soon as I put on those Good Feet arch supports, the pressure lifted off my back. It's like finding that missing puzzle piece. Like, yes, this is it.
Stop by for your free fitting at the Good Feet store.
$11% off everything. Hurry in. For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul, or tow. Just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you.
Now get 2.9% financing for 60 months plus $3,500 in total savings on a Ford F-150 XLT only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Toma Health offers comprehensive outpatient programs for patients managing cardiovascular diseases.
We offer cardiac rehab, supervised exercise therapy for patients with peripheral artery disease, and a clinical exercise program.
My name's Steve. I've been coming to Toma Health Cardiac Rehab for about 2 months. The fact that it is close to home, that's a big plus. The people here are great. I just can't say enough good about them.
Toma Health offers expert cardiac rehab close to home.
Sick of running out of hot water? The professionals at Maxwell White are here to handle all of your water heater needs. Our licensed technicians can install, repair, or replace any type of water heater with same-day or next-day service. Call Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
And before the break, we were mentioning about how the city of La Crosse is going over options to maybe expand projects that relate to affordable housing. Well, get this. La Crosse has actually cracked a national top 10 ranking in affordable housing. The La Crosse-Onalaska area ranks number 10 on the list of most affordable housing markets in the country. That's according to a report from the Wall Street Journal and Realtor.com. Now, the Journal's index looks at both real estate and non-housing indicators such as supply and demand, unemployment, and property taxes. The two biggest factors the index takes into consideration are real estate markets and economic health. La Crosse Area Realtors Association president says consistency is key to achieving affordable housing.
We're fortunate enough in the La Crosse market and surrounding markets that, or in the Midwest, that we don't necessarily experience the high highs and the low lows that you see on the East Coast, West Coast. We hold pretty steady, I think, throughout the year.
So that list is based off data from the U.S. Census Bureau. The data examined the 300 most populous areas and identified the top emerging housing markets across the nation. The top 3 markets are all cities in Indiana, and New York City sits in last place. Coming up, we are bracing for some significant winter conditions, keeping our Bill Grahl and the rest of the weather team very busy this day and the next.
Yeah, I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl. It's getting to that point where kind of getting sick of talking about it. It's just like, get here already. And it finally has arrived. We've got some light snow falling here in downtown La Crosse. Get used to this type of scene. I'll explain with my 8-day forecast coming up next.
Hi, I'm Rick Teska, CEO of Strive Medicare and author of this book, The Medicare Breakdown, the Alphabet Soup of Medicare. We talk to people every day who are overwhelmed and confused by Medicare. So I've taken 40 years of experience and questions and laid it all out in simple to easy understand terms in the Medicare Breakdown that you can get for free at going to strivemedicare.com/book or call us at 608-784-8969 or stop by our office and get your copy today.
Closeouts and clearances, deals and sales, pickup or delivery. It's tax return season at Black River Furniture Outlet. Shop great prices on Ashley, Catnapper, and Best Craft Furnishings. Buy sectionals, sofas, and recliners with power options. Accessorize with pieces like lamps, hanging art, and the area's largest selection of rugs. Winter is the best time to get cozy in a new mattress. Try out hybrid, double-sided, and all-foam mattresses on an adjustable base today. Family and veteran-owned, Black River Furniture and Cabin Outlet, Black River Falls.
I've practiced personal injury law for 4 years.
For 20 years.
For 32 years.
but I won't write your will.
I don't write contracts.
And I don't handle divorces.
The law profession is broad and complex. I focus my career on one thing:
helping injured people.
All I do every day
is help injured people get the compensation that they deserve.
At Bygoff and Rohde, that's how we get results.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet's spring workwear event is going on now, featuring rugged name brand workwear and footwear at unbeatable prices. Right now, earn $25 in Carhartt bucks when you spend $125 on Carhartt gear. Our entire stock of Wells Lamont gloves are 25% off for rewards members. And men's work and sport pocket tees are buy one, get one free. Plus, get Blaine's best price promise, the guaranteed lowest price, or we'll match it.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you.
So it's crispy outside, flaky inside.
Let us take care of you. With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Well, again, plenty of winter weather headlines all across the region. We've got blizzard warnings west of the Twin Cities, winter storm warnings for most of us, even an ice storm warning south of our viewing area in Prairie du Chien. Those are through Thursday. But here's the details, the key points that you need to know. Round number one, as we've been talking about all week, is tonight. A light to moderate snow, maybe a little bit heavier band of snow setting up to the north. Snowfall totals for tonight with round one, anywhere from just an inch south to as much as 6 inches plus to the north. And do expect impacts as we're seeing outside right now and for tomorrow morning's commute. Then round two, the more significant one with moderate to heavy snow at times, maybe a wintry mix far south. That'll really start to ramp up tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night and then taper pretty quickly Thursday morning. We could see another 6 inches to a foot plus in spots. Windy as well, causing some blowing snow and significant travel impacts, of course, expected with round two. And road closures, definitely not out of the question, especially to the north and west, where those heaviest totals will likely be seen. Right now, just some light to little pockets of moderate snow. You can see some moderate snow up towards the Holman area. Another little pocket of moderate snow north and west of the Eau Claire, and also south of the Twin Cities. And there's plenty of moisture feeding into the area. And with temperatures fairly cold, this is going to be a dry, fluffy snow tonight with round one. Here's all the energy out west that will materialize into that stronger disturbance for round two later tomorrow into tomorrow night. So Sky Tracker showing those bands of snow tonight. Again, could be moderate at times, and it's going to accumulate pretty quickly because of that dry, fluffy nature. We get a little bit of a lull tomorrow morning. But already by lunchtime, that moisture starts to return in a big way from the south and west with periods of snow. That's going to make for some really tricky travel tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. Well, watch how quickly it tapers Thursday morning and moves out. So cleanup time on Thursday afternoon for sure, and I'm sure travel will still be difficult, and then things should improve by Friday. Now, for tonight, again, round one only. About 2 to 4 inches in the La Crosse area, lower totals to the south. Could see a little band of 4 to 7 inches plus in some of our northern counties, kind of between Interstate 90 and Interstate 94. And then storm totals, again, still looking at a wide swath of a foot to a foot and a half, perhaps even over 20 inches in some spots. Not going to get too cute with the details over this 48-hour period because a lot of these totals for both rounds 1 and 2 will hinge on what happens tonight in terms of where that heavier snow band sets up. Just near and south of Interstate 90, probably a good 6 to 12 inches, and then lower totals far south. But again, could see some icing down there with that wintry mix possible, especially south of Prairie du Chien. So just some light snow falling in La Crosse right now. 22 degrees, Eau Claire, already starting to see some snow-covered roads up there. A little bit heavier snow, moderate snow still though, and a temperature of 17 degrees. So already seeing partially covered roads as you saw through CityCam in La Crosse and Eau Claire, and then completely covered roads over parts of Minnesota. So travel plans this evening, you'll want to allow plenty of extra time, take it easy, and practice those winter driving skills. Visibility showing where that snow is starting to ramp up, 1 mile to 1.5 miles or less in many spots. And temperatures tomorrow will be in the mid to upper 20s for highs. So cold enough for most to keep it all snow, but again, far south, that's where we could see a little bit of a wintry mix, especially south of the Wisconsin River. As we head back to the north, highs generally in the middle 20s. So for tonight, an alert night because of periods of snow, travel impacts, of course, a little breezy as well, 22 for the low. Tomorrow, 28. A little bit of a lull in the morning, windy and more snow by afternoon and into tomorrow night. And then that tapers pretty quickly on Thursday morning. But again, significant travel impacts tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, even into Thursday morning. Friday, dry but colder, 18. A little bit of a light snow shower chance Friday night. And then dry and not as cold for the weekend, highs in the 30s with some melting going on Monday as we could approach 40 degrees with a chance of mainly rain showers with another system on Monday. But again, heed the warnings about this snow event. It could be a doozy, and if you can, just kind of sit tight, hunker down, watch it snow.
Yeah, all right. Thanks a lot, Bill.
Okay.
And along with what Bill's been talking about, crews at Xcel Energy are gearing up for the snow as they prepare for power outages in our area. They're sharing some reminders to stay clear of any down power lines and keep natural gas meters clear. If the power goes out, notify Xcel Energy at the number right there on your screen. When we come back, a positive interaction with creepy crawly critters. Yeah, it turns out it's possible. State Road Elementary students are racing roaches to the finish line.
Wednesday on News 8 Now this morning, how some chemicals and food additives are linked to cancer and other diseases. We'll explain those dangers and the Iowa family that's glad their dog is okay following a scary accident. Have a great Tuesday night. More News 8 Now is after the break.
20th Annual Early Bird Home Show. Lowest prices of the year on 2023 projects. Only at the Ford Store Home Improvements. 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse. Get started today.
Firefighters Credit Union now has credit cards. I know what some of you are thinking. The money man has sold his soul to the devil. Well, not quite. Unlike the big credit card issuers, we don't want you to pay interest. We don't want you to pay late fees. We don't want you to pay over the limit fees. We want you to use our card. If you use it correctly, you'll never pay a dime, and we'll pay you to use it. Are you intrigued? Give us a call and find out more today.
Toma Health offers comprehensive outpatient programs for patients managing cardiovascular diseases.
We offer cardiac rehab, supervised exercise therapy for patients with peripheral artery disease, and a clinical exercise program.
My name's Steve. I've been coming to Toma Health Cardiac Rehab for about 2 months. The fact that it is close to home, that's a big plus. The people here are great. I just can't say enough good about them.
Toma Health offers expert cardiac rehab close to home.
This Wednesday, one day only, it's Hy-Vee's seafood sale. Get seasoned salmon portions, just $3.99. Shrimp skewers, just 99 cents. Hy-Vee Fish Market cooked shrimp, just $4.99. Sea Best tilapia fillets, just $3.99 a pound when you buy a 2-pound pack. Swai portions, 2 for just $4. And cornmeal breaded catfish nuggets for only $1.99 a pound when you buy a 10-pound pack. Wednesday only at Hy-Vee.
Hi, I'm Mike Pitts, co-owner of Sugarloaf Ford Lincoln in Winona, Minnesota with my son Andy, and we've been in the business for 45 years. It's a family business, and when you walk in the front door, it should feel like a family business. We take good care of our internal customers, that's our employees, and in turn they take great care of our customers, and they love the experience, and guess what, they want to come back. Some of these employees have been here 30 to 40 years. We know them, we know their family. We do care, and it will show.
LL Cool J kicks off ET's celebration of icons stepping into our Black History Month spotlight. Next, ET.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
An over 100-year-old La Crosse theater is holding a lot of secrets, and its new owners are just starting to discover some of them. Take a look at this mural uncovered at the Rivoli Theater. Now, of course, the theater changed hands recently, and its new owners have been hard at work restoring some of the space's charms. And that painting there was behind some of the wallpaper that they recently discovered near the old phone booth. If anyone knows any background information about it, be sure to give us a message. We'd love to know more. And hey, you don't see this every day. State Road Elementary students are getting friendly with some critters. Biology students at Viterbo University, they brought over some classic roly-polies and the more exotic Bess beetles and Madagascar hissing cockroaches. It's all part of the after-school science program called STEAM, where students learn skills and subjects from science to art. Even though today's activities were a little creepy-crawly, didn't stop the kids from enjoying the main event, the cockroach races.
They're very entertaining, actually. I'm glad different lanes had different winners. That was interesting, so it wasn't always the same. And we tried to mix up the roaches, so we had more chances to see different winners.
Students helped their cockroaches accelerate by lightly brushing their backs or blowing on them. We will have a look at what's coming up at 6 when we come back. And of course, Bill will be back in for another check of this winter storm system.
If anybody asks me, like, why should I come work for Phillips, it's just more like a family. If you want to be a part of a family and a growing team, it's a place to be.
Phillips is hiring administrative assistant and sales consultants. Love what you do. Go to phillipsoutdoorservices.com for more information and to apply.
We're starting the new year with our biggest sale of the year at Interior Designs Holman. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holman.
All the Taco Tuesday excitement at Taco John's can really start to mix things up. Just look at these delicious simmering Tuesdays. And on this taco, Tuesdays are only $1.19. See you on taco at Tuesday John's, Taco John's.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
It's time for the final vote for Best of La Crosse County. Vote in each category now through February 28th. We'll announce winners in each category on April 3rd. Vote for your favorite business today at bestoflacrossecounty.com. Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
What makes Phillips unique to me is that I never come into work feeling like a number. Ben, Brianna, Tyler, everybody in the office, they really just make coming in every day enjoyable, and I think that's really important.
Coming up on News 8 Now at 6, Minnesotans are no stranger to long winters, and many are stocking up ahead of the forecasted snow totals the next few days. What state officials and local experts recommend you have ready to go? Coming up tonight at 6.
And a live look through CityCam shows the leading edge of this event. Just some light snow falling in downtown La Crosse right now. Mainly light snow for most, as you see on radar there. A few pockets of moderate snow where you see those darker blues. Periods of snow overnight, a bit breezy, steady or rising temperatures overnight, pretty much hitting our low right now around 22 or 23 degrees. Again, a second more significant round of snow comes tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night and Thursday morning. Highs both days in the 20s. Again, we could be looking at 6 to 12 inches plus of snow here in La Crosse and more to the north by Thursday night.